Remember when this used to be the best kart combo? Hopefully we don't have to see this online anymore, because Wave 5 has just released and it gave us new tracks, new characters, and a new best kart combo. Apparently the best setup now is Kamek with the pipe frame, roller tires, and the paper glider. First things first, I wanted to try out some worldwide matches. And after a lot of waiting, the first track that we got was Toad Circuit. And I gotta say, the first time trying out this combo went pretty smoothly. It actually felt like I could make some pretty tight drifts with this thing. And despite a super horn getting zapped right out of my hand just before a blue shell, I actually came in first place while almost lapping someone. You know, I thought this might just be a fluke, so I tried again on Los Angeles laps, but this was pretty similar. I used my shortcuts knowledge to get into the lead pretty quickly, and then just held it the entire time. But of course, it wouldn't be a Mario Kart video on this channel without some weird green shell shenanigans. So this one just had to do this to me while everyone else was finishing up. So I did one more race in this lobby, and I got Mario Kart Stadium this time. But in this race, I saw something interesting. Someone passed me, and I looked over to see that it was Waluigi riding the Wiggler car. They actually put up a decent fight against me, and even with back-to-back red shells, I couldn't hit them. Yeah, I was getting seriously unlucky with these throws, but thankfully I regained my lead on lap 3 and took another first place. So at this point, I was thinking, is this combo just this overpowered, or is worldwide just not that competitive? Well, I tried to answer that by switching to regional, and things got a little crazier. First up in this lobby, we were heading to Snowland, and before it even started, I already saw some pretty high experience numbers. This was gonna be a lot harder to win, and yeah, getting to the front of the pack right away was not gonna happen this time. However, I used this to my advantage and gathered a lot of mushrooms for shortcuts, and I thought I was using them pretty well. Despite a lot of chaos throughout the middle of the race, I worked my way back in a second, with first place being Blue Shy Guy way ahead of me. This marked the first loss of the video, but it still felt like I was handling this combo pretty well, and I knew that it could give me a win at some point. So I channeled this energy into the next race, which was Maple Treeway, and unfortunately, I had a terrible start here. Right away, there was a lot of chaos going on. Getting hit by back-to-back green shells like this is not what you want to see, and I kept getting mushrooms, but they were always zapped from me. So these quicker paths just didn't happen. That is, until lap 3, where I made this amazing bomb shot and finally took the shortcut to gain some ground. Also, I did get a lot of boost from the leaf piles, so that was lucky. Yeah, I could see first place right ahead of me, and I did everything I could to catch up, but ultimately, I came up just short and got another second place. This was not gonna get me down, though. This just added fuel to my fire. I have the best combo in the game, and it is helping me be consistent online. This is still way better than usual for me. I was not going to stop until I got one last first place. And next we were gonna race on Riverside Park, and wait a minute. The two people that had beaten me before had left the lobby. This also meant that I got to start at the front this time. This was it. It was now or never. Thankfully, now I was able to get an early lead and hold it for a decent amount of time. But don't worry, there was still one person right behind me to keep my anxiety going. And at one point, they took the lead with the red shell, but karma bit back moments later with a blue shell for them. Then I was in the lead on the final lap, but I was worried because all I could get was coins from the items. I had nothing to defend myself, and that was a problem because another red shell came in to destroy my lead. But by some miracle, once again, as soon as I got past, another blue shell came in. I barely dodged the explosion to get back into the lead, charged ahead with a red shell, and hoped for the best. Boom! Let's go! First win! I finally got Kamek that sweet victory. So, what did we learn from all this? Well, honestly, practice and a little bit of luck on your side will give you more wins than anything. But on the other hand, these stats were way better than the last time I raced online. And even with a lot of bad luck throughout these races, I was still able to finish towards the front. That is not usual. So I really do think that if you want to get better at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, this combo will help you. It handles really well and the drifting is really smooth. So if you are willing to put down your favorite character for a bit, give it a shot.